Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Healing Her podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I know it's been a little while, about a week since you've had an episode. I was having some production issues on the back end with some traveling, kind of coupled to form the perfect storm for not being able to get an episode up last week. But I'm really excited about what I'm talking about today. So hopefully you guys will really enjoy this episode. So a big part of my life is Kundalini Yoga, and that's really what I want to touch on today. Many of you already know this about me. You know that I am a Kundalini Yoga teacher and have been doing Kundalini Yoga for a little over a year now. And how I found Kundalini Yoga about a year ago was when I was suffering from anxiety that was so heavy and so terrible that I can only describe it as almost my spiritual awakening. I was kind of shaken so hard by my anxiety and my fear that I was cracked open and the light got in and it brought me Kundalini Yoga. And Kundalini Yoga has completely changed everything about my life. And in about a week after doing it, I knew that it was something I was going to have to teach. I needed to share this technology with people. I needed you guys to know about this. This didn't need to be a secret. This needed to be something that everybody who struggled with anything like what I had struggled with, or anything else like depression or PTSD or trauma or past pain and just general life anxieties and worries, needed to have access to this tool. It was so important for me to teach you guys that because I was somebody who had tried everything. I had done talk therapy. I had been on medication. I'd used exercise and nutrition and been doing all the right things for years, and my anxiety was never getting better. And this changed all of that for me. And so I want to talk a little bit about that today. And then I also want to give you a Kundalini Yoga experience because there is nothing like experiencing the practice. So we're going to do a really short meditation that I'm going to guide you through towards the end of this episode. It's going to be a shorter episode, so don't worry, you'll get there soon. And that way you can really experience the calming, the immediate calming effect, and just energy raising and high vibrational living way that it affects your systems. It's very cool. It's very unique. I've never experienced anything else like this, and I think you're really going to love it because Kundalini Yoga, you can talk about it for days, for years, for months, but until you experience it, you can't fully understand or appreciate its teachings, and that's why I've been teaching the live classes online, and it's also why I have come up with something new called Kundalini Camp that starts this Friday, but you can join anytime, but if you want to start with us on Friday, join by Friday or by Sunday because our first class is going to be on Monday. And I'm going to go over more about Kundalini Camp, so don't worry about that. There's going to be more coming on that later. But first, let's talk about something else. So you guys know the Healing Her podcast is a branch, a projection of my community called the Healing Her Collective. And in the HHC, I'm all about teaching and sharing knowledge and having discussions on the topics that we're covering. In April, that was the self-love shift. We did manifesting, we've done intention setting, and the law of attraction and all that good stuff. But more than that, I'm a big believer in action. While learning is an important part of growing, what cements the change in mindset is the doing. Have you ever heard of the definition of insanity, that it's, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? It's the same with our mindset and our way of living. When we shift our mindset and develop new ways of thinking, we have to shift our actions to match them. Does that make sense, right? If we shift our mindset, but we don't switch up what we're doing in our lives and switch up our actions, then we don't actually internalize our mindset shifts. Does that make sense? It's just kind of on the surface, the affirmations and the mantras that we use, but we're not internalizing it. We're not bringing in that deeper shift within ourselves and within our souls. So if we stay in the old bad habits, such as waking up, rushing around to get ready, going through the motions of the day, not moving our bodies, not fueling our bodies properly, ignoring our meditation and our spiritual practice, wearing ourselves down, burning the candle at both ends. You guys know the drill here, right? It doesn't matter how much we've shifted our mindset if it doesn't change how we live our lives. So the action to me has always been the fun part. It's what takes your dreams and your goals and makes them a reality. In the Healing Her Collective, we have our master morning ritual, which is our our daily spiritual practice that sets us up for that high vibrational way of interacting with ourselves and with others and with the world around us. It puts us in that positive mindset and the intentional state to start the day, and has been so instrumental in changing my life and the lives of so many HHC members. They're doing such amazing work in there, you guys, and they're having fun with it. I think we have this notion that spirituality has to be like really dark and deep and scary and hard, and it just doesn't at all. It can be a whole lot of fun, and I love showing people how it can be really fun. So that's really what I focus on too. Many of the members had never had a daily spiritual practice before this, but it's something that is almost non-negotiable for them now, which I love seeing. So a big part of this practice that we do every morning is Kundalini Yoga and meditation. It's that yogic technology that has completely changed my life. Kundalini Yoga is the yoga of awareness. It's the mother of all yogas. It combines all the forms of yoga, or a lot of the forms of yoga, and it works rapidly to give you an experience of the true you at a deep soul level, the love at your core. It works rapidly to clear your subconscious, to release stress, tension, and anxiety. It improves the nervous and glandular system, expands your aura, your energetic field, and does so much more, you guys. I can't rave about this practice enough. It's so good. So I already told you guys I'm a Kundalini Yoga teacher, and basically I teach you how to relax. I wanted to teach you a really super simple meditation today that you can do to relieve stress and tension and feel calm instantly. It's a really basic breath-based meditation, but it's so effective that you'll start feeling relief in seconds. Literally, this was one of the first meditations that I ever did, and I started doing it every single day and night just to get that kind of relaxed, calm feeling that I really needed when I was overcome with anxiety. Especially if you suffer with insomnia, this is going to be a godsend for you. Kundalini is so powerful. It connects our breath, our life force, to hand positions or mudras, that's what we call them in Kundalini Yoga, postures with our body, mantra or sound current, things that we say out loud, and eye position. So where we're looking, if our eyes are closed and we're looking to the third eye point, or if we're looking to the tip of the nose, and different eye positions like that. And this activates different parts of the nervous and glandular system and transforms you from the inside out. It's an unreal healing experience, and I'm really excited to share this meditation and this breath focus with you guys today. So I'm going to go over the tutorial first and tell you guys exactly how to do this, and then I'm going to invite you to try it for 1 minute, and I'm going to hold silent space for you. My role as your teacher is not to get a great Kundalini experience while I'm teaching you. My role is to hold space for you to have your own personal experience. While I'm teaching a Kundalini Yoga class or a Kundalini meditation, I'm not doing the class with you. I'm showing you how to do it, showing you modifications, walking you through everything, but I'm not having my own experience. That's not appropriate as a Kundalini Yoga teacher, because experiences with Kundalini Yoga are so personal and can be really intense and beautiful and amazing, and my job is to hold the space for you to have that experience. So that's what I'm going to do for you, and invite you to do this for about a minute, and I'll just hold silent space for you to go ahead and practice it. And I encourage you, before you start, to take out your journal. So I'm going to go over the tutorial. And after I go over the tutorial, I want to encourage you to write down a few of your thoughts and feelings before you start the meditation. So however you're feeling, however you're thinking, whatever you're thinking about, and then I want you to do the same thing after you finish the meditation. And this will give you really instant feedback on the effect that the meditation had on you. And it's fun to look back at and note from time to time. So I'll do this sometimes if I need to meditate, and I need to meditate because something's coming up for me, or I'm having a recurring thought or a recurring fear. I write about it and how I'm feeling, and then I do the meditation and I write after it. And it really is that instant feedback that's really cool. So instant gratification, like so many of us like in our life right now, but doesn't happen very often. So I encourage you to do that part of this activity. So for the posture, you can sit in any comfortable posture. You can sit in a chair with your feet on the floor. You can sit in cross-legged easy pose on the ground. You can sit on your heels if that's more comfortable for you. Whatever is comfortable for you. Your spine just needs to be straight. Your chin is slightly tucked in. Your chest is just lifted. Your hands are going to be in Gyan Mudra. And Gyan Mudra is where your first finger, your Jupiter or pointer finger, and your thumb touch. It's the tip of your finger. It's almost like they're creating an O shape with your Jupiter or pointer finger and your thumb. And the other three fingers are just straight up in the air. They're just, relaxed. You're not like pointing anywhere, but they're just kind of relaxed and down. You're going to rest your hands on your knees, so your elbows are slightly bent. Your hands are just rested on your knees in Gyan Mudra. If it's more comfortable for you to just have your hands in your lap, that's also okay. Yogi Bhajan said that any kind of meditative mudra is completely fine with this meditation because really we're focused on the breath. Same thing with your eye position. Your eyes are just closed. You can look to that third eye point in and up between the brows if you'd like, but you're really just concentrating on the breath. So the breath for this might take a little bit getting used to, but I just want you to focus on finding your natural rhythm with it. You're going to inhale through the nose in 8 equal strokes, and then you're going to exhale through the nose in 1 deep and powerful stroke. So inhale in 8 parts, exhale in 1 part. And you can do this for up to 11 minutes, 1, 3, 5, 7, 11 minutes, however long you want to do it. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do it here, but I'm going to demonstrate the breath for you. It will probably take you a few rounds of breath for you to figure out how your equal inhales should go, and that's totally fine. The first few times that I start this, I always kind of mess up the inhales, and then I get the rhythm of it, okay? So you're inhaling through the nose audibly in 8 equal strokes. So it sounds like this. You can see how I almost trailed off there at the end. And then you're exhaling through the nose in 1 powerful stroke like this. And then again. I'll demonstrate one more time. And you can even hear towards the end of my inhales, they start to get a little bit softer because you're not inhaling as equal in the last few. So you'll get the hang of it. Do not beat yourself up or feel weird if it takes you a few rounds. You can already hear I do this all the time, and it always takes me a few rounds to get it going. So I want to invite you to now sit in a comfortable position. Bring your hands in a comfortable meditative mudra, maybe Gyan Mudra. Eyes are closed softly, looking to the third eye point. And go ahead and begin this 8 equal strokes inhale through the nose, and then exhaling powerfully in 1 stroke through the nose for 1 minute. And take a big, powerful inhale through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply again. Hold the breath and roll your shoulders. Roll them back. Holding the breath, hold the breath. And exhale powerfully. Inhale 1 more time. Hold the breath and roll the shoulders faster now, as fast as you can. Roll them, roll them, roll them. Faster, 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 faster. And exhale, relax. And now take out your journal, maybe jot down a few notes about how you're feeling or mentally note how you're feeling. I hope you're feeling a little bit more relaxed and that you're feeling really, really good. This was just really an example of how Kundalini Yoga can make you feel and how it can work so incredibly rapidly. And with all Kundalini Yoga classes and meditations, we always tune in with the Adi mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo, which we did not do today because this was really showing you an example of how you would do this meditation. But if you're doing this meditation on your own, I encourage you to tune in. So chanting Om Namo Gurudev Namo, I bow to the divine wisdom within, I bow to the creative teacher within. That is what that means. If you chant that 3 times to tune in and then do that meditation, it will be beautiful and so magical for you. And I hope that you are feeling really good and calm and relaxed. That is what Kundalini Yoga is all about. It's the householder's yoga, the mother of yoga. It works so quickly to really bring that peace into your life and take you out of that space of fear. So with that, I promised you guys I would talk more about Kundalini Camp, which starts on Friday, but you can register until Sunday. And you can join anytime, but if you want to start the 8 weeks off with us on Monday, I would definitely suggest registering before then. We'll have our first class on Monday night. So Kundalini Camp is an 8-week beginner's chakra balancing experience. We're really going to be focusing on chakra work and Kundalini Yoga. So they'll be paired together to really clear blocks in our specific chakras. We'll start with the root chakra, our first chakra, on week 1, and we'll do a class that pertains to that along with a meditation that will help us clear any blocks in that specific chakra. And then we'll go all the way up to our 8th chakra, our aura, in week 8, and we'll have a class that goes with that as well. I am so excited about this, you guys. It is 8 live classes, a new live class every single week that you'll do with me, and then you'll have full access to the recording of that class to continue practicing on your own. You're also going to have your Kundalini Master Morning Ritual, which will have your meditation for the 8 weeks that you'll be doing. And then it'll also have some breath work and just some warm-ups for you to kick off your day on a high vibrational note and to really bring in that joy and peace first thing in the morning and to set your day up with intention. So it's going to be your new daily morning ritual, and I'm really excited about that. I also created a bedtime ritual to go along with it. I know so many of us have problems sleeping. I used to really suffer from a lot of problems sleeping. Like I would wake up 100 times during the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or just like wake up in a panic from really bad night terrors and really bad dreams. And since I started doing my Kundalini bedtime ritual, I don't have nightmares hardly ever anymore. It's been amazing for me. And so I created a bedtime ritual for you as well. I'll also be doing weekly videos on the chakras, diving deeper into the chakra we're focusing on, what it means, crystals that go along with that chakra. We're going to have a book club. We always have a book club in the Healing Her Collective, which is where Kundalini Camp is being hosted. And so we'll have a book club of the month, and I'll be doing lots of other amazing things for you guys all month long. This is going to be a really beautiful experience, and I can't wait to bond with all of you and just have this 8 weeks together. I created it because I wanted to teach you guys about this practice. It's been so magical for me, and I know that if it's had that impact on me, that it can have that impact on so many other people like me. And I know if you're listening to this podcast, chances are you've struggled with something, whether it's something I've already mentioned or something totally different. This is something that can help you. This is something I believe everybody should be doing. It just is so amazing. And until you really do it, it's hard to explain. So I hope by giving you that meditative experience today, you were able to see how it really can impact your life and how doing it every day, a meditation every single day, will really transform your life. And on top of that, the classes and the bedtime ritual and the chakra talk and all of that, it's going to be so good. I don't know about you, but I loved summer camp as a kid, and I wanted to create that space for us virtually online. Bringing people together, women together from all over the world is one of my absolute favorite things to do, and creating a safe space for them to interact and support each other and love on one another and just have an experience of vulnerability and of discovering who they are and what their purpose is. It's one of my absolute passions in life. And so I wanted to create that summer camp feel online. So you're going to meet lifelong friends. You're going to learn new things. You're going to have a completely new experience and exploration of who you are, and it's going to be so magical. So the price for Kundalini Camp, it's $33 a month. So it's less than $10 a week. You pay it in 2 monthly installments. So it's $33 now and then $33 on the next month, the date that you signed up. So say you signed up today, which would be May 2nd, then you would have $33 due on June 2nd. And then you are a member of the Healing Her Collective. It's hosted in there. So it is no registration fee, no workshop fee, no outside fee. If you join the Healing Her Collective, you're registered for Kundalini Camp. So I've gotten that question a few times. There's no extra fee for it. Less than $10 a week, you guys. And there are very few things that you can get for less than $10 a week, including one yoga class. I think one yoga class these days is between $12 and $18. And so you can't even get a yoga class in a studio for $10 a week. So I feel like this is a steal. I wanted to make it really affordable for you guys because at the end of the day, the most important thing for me with all of this is that you have these teachings accessible and that you're able to access these meditations and these practices and learn more about it. So that's why I'm teaching it to you guys. That's why I created Kundalini Camp. And I hope to have all of you beauties join. So click in the show notes to join Kundalini Camp through the Healing Her Collective. You'll see it on the website. There are tons of buttons you'll see and ways to join. So if you have any issues, though, you can definitely shoot me a message and email me. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to the Healing Her podcast. And I can't wait to share more stories and more information with you guys in the future. I've got a couple really great guests coming on to share their stories with you that I know you're going to absolutely adore. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys all in the next episode.